Greetings, ladies and gentlemen. Smiling Dread 4 here, and welcome back to some more Kingdom Hearts Chain of Memories Reverse Rebirth. As last time, we begun our story with our good old friend and fellow antagonist, silver-haired pretty boy Riku, as he awoke from a middle ground between light and darkness to come here with us at Castle Oblivion at the basement floor. And upon his arrival, we came here to Hollow Bastion, of all the places for Riku to come here. Hollow Bastion as the first world. Let that sink in. And obviously, I assume you guys watched the previous video if you are tuning into this one, but in case you haven't, make sure to go check it out. There's a lot of explanation there that I don't think, well, I think is even better than how I did the first episode of Kingdom Hearts Chain of Memories in general. It was a little more brief, in a way of asking. But anyway, today, just like Kingdom Hearts Chain of Memories story, we're gonna head on through that door to the light, back to Castle Oblivion. But what will await us when we get there? First time around, it was Axel, our good old fire friend with the chakrams that could kill an Iceman. But this time around, who knows who it could be? Well, let's go through the door and find out for ourselves, shall we?
Why do you shun the darkness?
Come on, I know you heard me. Every word I said to Maleficent.
Darkness is your weapon. It is time you learned you must accept it.
What do you mean?
Stop resisting. Accept the darkness. You have no choice. If you are to serve me again.
Well.
Handsome.
Oh, you don't seem surprised.
All you have been talking about is the darkness. I can only assume you want to pull me back in, so you can play Puppet Master.
Pretty
Clever
obvious.
Boy. I knew you'd be the one to most appropriately serve me. And now, surrender to me again.
You're crazy! Not a chance!
I'll die before that happens! Ow!
Did you really think you could do me harm? A weakling like you couldn't even defeat Sora, and you had darkness on your side.
Your darkness, by the way.
Oh, excuse me for being weak.
And he beat you too solely, didn't he?
You are weak. You need darkness. Surrender. Bow
You're
to
one to talk,
darkness.
handsome.
Bow to me.
That's not gonna happen.
Only the darkness can offer to you all of the strength that you will need.
You're wrong!
It's a ray of light!
Voice. Your Majesty?
That's right! Remember, Riku, you're not alone!
I'm right here with you! Ha-ha!
Listen close. The light'll never give up on you. You'll always find it, even in the deepest darkness.
I got it. I won't lose to darkness. Not today.
You think that feeble little light can save you? From the darkness that I command?
I don't see why he can't. It happened before. And sure enough, we get to fight Ansem. However, don't be misled. You shall feel the darkness everywhere. Or, you shall feel the darkness everywhere. Oops, my bad. Give me all you got. I'll give it right back. So we get this prompt. When Ansem shows his card, break it right away. That's all you gotta do here. Just break every card that he ever shows at you. Reload if necessary. The point of the thing is, you don't want to get hit here. Stop it. Are you done yet? Ow. Reset. Oh yeah, and they give you a high potion for whatever reason. I guess if you need all your cards back, but honestly, it's not that big of a deal. Ow. Ow. Reload. Come at me!
From Guardian!
That's it. Oh yeah, we can't do slice in this form for whatever reason. Ow. Jeez. I'm trying to break it, but it's not working. Yeah, for the record, I don't even remember how this works in particular. It's been quite a while, but I think it's pretty finicky when it comes to actually doing the thing. There we go. Okay, so break it a couple times and then that happens. Rapid break. Quickly break the opponent's card for a boost in attack. That's it? Lame. Not giving up yet. I wonder how much of this you can take. I'm just going along until you give up. Show the same value card as the opponent's and press the triangle button. Like so. Duel. Break all the opponent's cards. Which we cannot... Oh, never mind, we can.
Out of my way!
And upon doing it, this happens. The dueling system, unique only to Riku's story. Show the same valued card as the opponent's and break or press the triangle button to start. Break all the enemy's cards to execute a slice, but you will need more than 8 cards at the very least. And depending on how many cards you break, it will depend on the sleight that you actually use. So there we had Impulse, but there's also, I believe, Dark Faraga? Or no, not
what?
that. Or
That all
something,
you got?
I'm not sure.
It seems to me that you are intent on resisting the darkness. All right, then see it for yourself.
Huh?
This is a card crafted from your memory.
How did
Advance
you
through
get
the
that?
world it creates, and soon you will understand. Chasing after light is not the way. It will not give you distance from the darkness. There is no running from the darkness.
Don't worry, I'm not running. Give it. I'll enter the world, and in the end, if I haven't given in to the darkness, then I win.
I have one more gift for you.
What'd you do?
I simply tempered the darkness that yet remains in your heart.
You still think that I'd rely on darkness?
To use it or not is your choice.
Not really.
I'll be waiting, Riku, for you to sense it and yield to the darkness in your heart.
Which we will. Believe me, it's bound to happen. There's no way around this thing, and you'll see why in a second. Riku learns D mode, otherwise known as Dark Mode. Activating the Dark Mode. Dark Mode can be activated when you have accumulated maximum Dark Points, or DP, through card breaks. Remember that Darkness boost we obtained earlier? Or that we couldn't get before? This is where this comes into play. In Dark Mode, your skills are powered up and you have more slights to choose from. And by that, he means slights at all. Because literally, you don't have slights with Riku, except for the ones that are just a bang, bang, bang! I'm sure you got friend slights, but that's something else. But anyway, DP is lost when your card is broken or you receive damage. And Riku returns to normal when your DP reaches 0. To increase the dark points during the dark mode, otherwise known as how long it takes before your mode goes to death, you choose the darkness boost when leveling up. That's why that is the second option I recommend always choosing. Because dark mode can be pretty overpowered. Now you guys saw what it did to Riku when he fought him the second time around in Kingdom Hearts, the original. It was mind-numbing how powerful he was, and it took me an age of attempts to actually beat him, so that should say something. Meanwhile...
Don't I even warrant a hello, Lexius?
What is going on here, Zexion? I want an explanation.
Nice to see you too, Vexen. It's such a shame. The organization used to be the rope that bound us together.
You're only number 6. How dare you?
Let it go, Vexen. Zexion, tell us. What did you detect?
Visitors. I picked up 2 scents in the castle's lowest basement. One of them was Maleficent.
Don't be absurd. The witch is gone. She cannot return from the realm of darkness of her own volition.
If you would let me finish. The scent belonged not to the real Maleficent, but to a very convincing double. But I truly cannot say much beyond that, since the double is no more. Our other visitor saw to that.
And who is it?
I do not know for sure, but the scent was very similar to that of the Superior.
And yet, not exactly the same, was it? This truly piques my curiosity.
Now, what to do?
We wait. See what develops.
Boring! But that's just me.
Something smells funny. What's that scent? It's so familiar.
Is it
Darkness.
rose perfume?
It's the smell of darkness. Huh. I can't believe this is happening. The darkness even seeped into my skin.
What exactly
worry,
does
Riku.
darkness smell like anyway?
Your Majesty!
Bathe in my light. Ho ho!
Oh! What happened? I can see right through you.
And a mirage?
I can only send a bit of my power to this place. That's why I've got a request for you.
Request?
Listen, Riku. Just because darkness holds you, don't let go of who you are. You've got to fight the darkness inside you. It won't be easy to do, I know. But please don't forget, even in the darkest darkness, there's always a little bit of light.
Light within darkness.
You and I have seen it. The far welcoming light inside the door to darkness. The light of Kingdom Hearts. It will show you the way. Please don't give up. Believe in the light. That's a request from my heart.
Okay. I'll do my best.
Trust me, I'll try to find a way to reach you. I'll get there. I promise.
Riku? See-through,
You're an
remember?
illusion.
Don't worry. We shook hands in our hearts, remember? We're connected, you and me.
Yes,
I
we
don't
are.
know how that works. But I'm pretty sure that's not something that can happen. Unless you mean that symbolically, in which case... Okay, I guess I'm game. This is Kingdom Hearts after all. But alright. So far, a lot of things have been thrown on us. First of all, we got a dueling system. Then we got a rapid break, which is kind of pointless. Then the matter of DP. you know, our darkness points. And I'll make sure to show that off in a second. And also, we have the king as our friend. Oh, and wait till he gets shown off. Well, let's see here. Now, just like Sora, after Traverse Town, we can choose any card that we want to. We got, so far, Agrabah, Monstro, Neverland, and Traverse Town. Now, the question is, where will we head to first? Well, if I get open my notes here, because, again, I've completely forgot. That's right, it's pretty obvious. Agrabah. Not because of, oh hey, you get a lot of Lulu points this time around. Well, that would be a good case, but no. If one thing, because this was a good place to get the roulette room card very, very early on, and not to mention that the enemy card here, I'm sure you guys know what it is pretty decent. It really does help out in the slightest. It helps out quite tremendously. But alright, now that's taken care of. Key of Beginnings. And now for how I plan on structuring this series in particular, because again, the worlds aren't exactly the same as Sora's Story, except, you know, the maps are completely configured. And also, you'll notice this thing. There's only one room with an exclamation point. Why is that? Well, I'll show it on the way. And actually, let's see. You know what? I think I'll make this an exception video as well for the sake of, you know, proving a point here. Especially since I need other things to show off. Dual system, go! 77666. Impulse! Throw that! Boom! And wipes out the entire floor. What? Okay, fine, I'll destroy you. I'm trying to get him to attack me so I can break his card and increase our DP. Because if anything, the darkness mode I do want to show off, you know, at the very least this video, so I can get the, so I can show you guys how the whole thing works. Get rid of you guys. Excuse me. Let's do this again. Come on. Just gonna keep on breaking all their cards. Break. 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 And then one more break. Once the whole thing is filled up, you got the DP mode. Here, Riku fights much quicker than before. He'll do his little quick slash attack, and for follow-up, he'll do that little somersault thing. And as an aerial kind of attack, he does his little spin thing. Oh, and also, before I forget, Mickey. As a regular card, he will heal you up as well as reload your entire card deck for you. And if you combine him and a bunch of himself, oh hey, a roulette room card, nice. But if you combine him with other Mickey cards, the effect increases, you know, so you get more HP back each time you use it. So Mickey, definitely a godsend of a friend card, if anything else. Definitely better than Donald and Goofy, I'll say that much. Alright, now I'll throw in a level 1 here. Moments of reprieve because we got nothing else around here. So might as well use this while we have the chance. Yeah, get the moments of reprieve. Great, fantastic. Whoop. Ba-da-da, Feeble Darkness, here you go. Now for the Heartless themselves. Oh, and hey, look, we're already here. Good thing this is a short world, huh? Well, alright. I'm game. Oh, that's right, another thing. Another thing I do want to show off for each world, you know, once I actually get into things, is the enemy card they actually get here. In this case, you got the little Fat Bandit with back attack. I believe what this card does is, you hit an enemy from behind, it deals more damage. Either that, or you cannot be hit from behind. It's one of the two. I know that one of them has one of the effects or the other. Also, got another Mickey card here. And I could show off the Mickey Miracle here. The Mickey Mouse Miracle level 2. But I want to do this instead. Combine Mickey with 2 attack cards, you get the Holy Burst. Essentially, a spin attack. Which is kind of pathetic at first. However, let's see if I can show this off. I'm gonna wait. There we go. In Darkness mode here, you can combine Mickey with the attack cards and you get the Inverse Burst. Basically the exact same thing, however this one lasts a much longer time. And I think does a little more damage. It's another reason to have Darkness mode with you. And there is one more thing, but I don't think I'll be able to show it off here. I think that's better to be shown off, you know, at the actual thing itself. So you know what? I'm gonna escape. Escape! Yeah, I'm gonna escape here, and then I'm gonna show this off here. View decks, the slides that we have. We are limited in terms of the slides that we have because, yeah, cards, thingy, and all that stuff. But here's generally what you have. This is everything as it is. So for slides, you got Dark Break, Dark Froga, and Dark Aura. These are slides that can only be used during Darkness mode. And if you want to view what they do, make sure to pause the video because I am not reading through every one of these, you know, myself. It pretty much goes without saying. The friend attacks we've already shown off. Now for the dual attacks, you got the Impulse. Basically what he showed off, break 3 cards in the time limit duel and it'll do that. You got Dark Impulse, which is exactly the same thing, but only happens if you're in Dark mode. Maelstrom is for that if you break 5 cards. Dark Maelstrom is the dark version of that. And Barrage, should you break 7 cards in a duel, this happens, and it's probably one of the best ones by far, although that all depends on you. And that's generally it. Oh, not again. Dang it. You want fine, I'll fight you, I'll fight you, I'll fight you, I'll fight you. I fight you hard!
Your Majesty!
Ole! Ole pass! Pew, 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 pew. Bye-bye. Okay. And obtain Mingling Worlds. And as level up, attack boost, and DP will come much later. And now for this. The moment we've been waiting for? We got ourselves the Room Synthesis. We need a 3 or higher. So I will throw in... I'm not throwing in a Roulette Room card, that's bad at move. I'll throw in a Tranquil Darkness. Oh, I can't throw that in. I'll just throw in a Sleeping Darkness then. Along with the Key to Beginnings. And we go inside the room. But what awaits us? In particular, the answer to that? Nothing. Like I said, there's no story with Riku, so his little Key to Beginnings mostly end up as this. You open the door, and you get a boss fight. Riku's story is essentially boss rush mode, where you'll fight all of Sora's enemies, but, you know, as Riku, with no plot relevance whatsoever. And of course, the bosses fight the exact same as their counterparts. You know, Maleficent was still Dragon Maleficent, we have Jafar Genie here instead of regular Genie. All the boss fights will amount the exact same way, so in terms of strategies, there's not much I have to explain here, except for a few exceptions. Now, let's see here. I'll actually pull up my guide. Gonna break that.
Take this!
Anyway, I forgot about the combo. Okay, this is a bit annoying. My phone is not loading. And I'm not even sure if I actually have a template for this thing. But essentially, the way this works is, instead of showing off the slights and the cards I recommend, since you're completely randomized in terms of what you actually have, the way these fights are amounting to is, I'll be showing off which are the best cards, not best, how do I phrase this? Basically, the way I'll be showing things off is which enemy cards I do recommend using for these fights, because, yeah, that's all you've got with this. Although I'm not sure if I actually have one for this, so I can't explain it. And if there is, well, then you guys will have already seen it. Seriously, though, I do want to show this off if I can actually get my phone to work. And sure enough, we do. Alright, so for this fight, you've only got 2 cards, and that's all you're going to use. So yeah, that being said, there's not going to be one specific thing for this. In fact, I don't think I'll really be applying that until the third world we do, because, you know, we don't have that many enemy cards to begin with. But, yeah. Whatever the case here, pretty obvious here. Use Maleficent. Believe me, it will do you wonders. Come on. No. How dare you, little Jafar. Bang bang. Fight, fight, fight. Come on. Come on then. And... no, focus, focus, focus. Done. Oh, bada bing, bada ba. And it's over. And now, Jafar has been terminated in a matter of speaking. And of course obtain his Jafar card, which I somewhat use during the LP, but not too often. I'll have to remember what this actually does. But alright. Review cards. Stops enemies from breaking attack cards you use. Okay, so it is pretty decent, but not always decent. Well, actually it's kind of decent with Riku, since all he has is attack cards and the occasional friend and item card, but that's on a need-to-know basis. But yeah, that is pretty much what amounts to Riku's story here. And sure enough, Conquerors of Spies all the way up there, so we have to head all the way over there, but I'm not going to waste too many cards trying to actually get to the location, so I'm going to go here to the left, and then head upwards, just to save ourselves a bit of time. Come on. I'll throw in a Martial Waking, why not? You never know how well this does. And then I just gotta climb all the way up here. And no keycard necessary, we just go through the door like a champ. And yeah, that's essentially what the episodes will amount to. Sure, there's gonna be some exceptions, mind you. You know, not all the worlds are like this. If it were, then it'd be kind of pointless to actually show us off in the first place. Or at the very least, it'd be very dull. But yeah, I'll review things, since now I've pretty much shown everything that I need to explain. So the way this will work is, you know, excluding the Castle Oblivion segment, the way each episode will be structured is, first of all, you know, I show off the world card that I'll be using, pretty straightforward. Then I'll go into a battle with a random Heartless, you know, show off the effects of the enemy card that we obtained, you know, that's exclusive to that world, just in case you guys need a feel for the thing. And then afterwards, I will go through one of the doors, you know, in the world, and then when I reappear, it's boss fight time. I'll also be making sure to show off the map in case you guys need a reference as to what you want to do, you know, or what you should amount to. Something you shouldn't have to worry about. But, you know, that's stuff for another time. You'll understand it as it actually does happen. But yeah, this will be probably one of the few episodes that actually is excluded from this rule, but, you know, that's basically how I plan on doing things here. So, with all that said, that's gonna do it for this episode of Kingdom Hearts Rebirth, and I don't know what else to say here. It's just, this is basically a boss rush. I guess at the very least I can say, you know, contemplate on what actually happened during the Castle Oblivion scene, but that's about it. So I guess with all that said, thank you guys so much for watching this episode of Kingdom Hearts Chain of Memories Rebirth. If you guys did by any means decide to actually enjoy this, if you did happen to enjoy this, make sure to leave a like and comment down below. Share this video with your friends, should you feel the need to. And of course, if you're new here to the channel and want to see more Chain of Memories Rebirth as it comes out daily, along with AR series I decide to throw into the mixer, then make sure you have subscribed and join the Dread Knights in this quest to go through all the worlds and figure out what exactly is going on in this boss rush-like version of Sora's story. But hey, until next time, this is Smiling Dread 4 signing out. Have a great rest of your day, take care, and I hope to see you guys tomorrow with another episode of Reverse a Rebirth.